I lost the last video. I have to make it again. And I was saying that when you're gonna make a code um, using the JSON server, you have low capacity. JSON saver. It's good for learners. If you are a beginner, it's very good. But if you are just um, let's say um, trying to make something that is big is not convenient. What is convenient to you is to, how can I say, to try to use JSON saver just to placeholders, just as I was doing it. If you want to test how to input a data, for example, how to use an object, you could use JSON saver. Or if you want to test MongoDB without learning MongoDB itself, you could use JSON saver. If you want to learn PostgreSDB without using Postgres, you could use JSON saver, because at the end JSON saver is the same thing, but they have certain protocols. Now, something else that I said that was important is that I created a database once time before. Yes, I created one database once time before, and it was not like a, how can I say, a complicated database, but it was a database. And I am saying this to you, if you would like to create your own database, you don't feel like if it is something impossible or difficult or something like that. But I don't suggest you to go too deep into it, because databases nowadays have protocols, and they have certain certifications, for example, the SSL and many other things, filters, encryptations, and different type of fields and all those things. If you would like to create your own database, you would have to take in consideration something similar. And it's not that it's impossible, but it's going to take you time. So it depends the people, the kind of person you are. If you are a person that keeps yourself healthy, doesn't matter, for example, the weather or something like that, then it's okay. You can move on with that. You can create your own database. But if you are not a person with, let's say, good self dominance or something like that, or you don't have devotion, it can be harmful to you, because um, a database has a lot of details developed that sometimes you yourself, if you do it, for example, alone, it will take you a lot of time. If you, for example, just see by yourself what I am doing right now. For example, this little change that I made here, you may be, I am talking and you may be wondering what I was doing. And I just copy and pasted this here and place it over here. By the way, this is from the MySQL. Let's say that it's this. Okay. Now, why I did it like this? Because we're going to make the saving of the information in the MySQL database. Sadly, other databases sometimes have a very complicated configuration, at least to me. So that's why I will just use MySQL. And also, other thing is that we will just make, for example, the call to the user that we are supposed to have in the database on users. And also, if we want to create a user, we could make it on the user's API, but in the future. Don't get desperate. Remember what I told you. You could even create your own database, but things take time and much more when they are well done, okay? So let's go now to local. Sorry, it's not localhost. Let's go to. I was watching tutorials point here, and being honest, I don't like much this here. You know why? Because here they are using some things that are kind of, how can I say, uh, too like simply language, sorry. And when I say simply language, is that they are using things that are kind of not necessarily from the documentation. So let's go to, in this occasion, let's go to MySQL create, and let's go to MDN Mozilla. That is one of the most completed databases for web developers that exist on internet. So on MDN, let's see, as you can see, for example, here they have it, but let's see, create query documentation, just like this. We could use, for example, this documentation from the MySQL, or this one, which is from the MDN. Let's go to the MDN because I said before that is one of the most complete. And let's go to the statement here. And let's see, for example, learn. No, let's see. Doesn't have. Let's look for it here. PHP. And as you can see, it has even examples here of how to create things on PHP. See, PHP programming. Let's see, it has a wiki book here. Let's look for insert or something like that. Or we could look for insert even here. Insert MySQL, in MySQL, something like that. Insert user or something like that. No, let's see. No. On MDN, being honest, I know that on MDN they have very often things from JavaScript, but I was expecting that they were also updated with PHP, but as I see, they don't have many things with PHP. So let's go to MySQL documentation, which is the documentation from the creators of this database. And in here is supposed to be how to, for example, make an insert. Let's see. As you can see, insert a statement here. It has a lot of things here, but we can find, look, this is the one that we need. Even though it looks kind of simple, that is what we need. Let's see, insert into the table, values, and that's it. Just like this. Let's copy this and just paste it. You say, that's it, Reno? Yes. As crazy as it seems in certain way. Let's say that we would like to have a insert statement. That is, sorry for the super large name, but I want it to be very, very clear, okay? Table name, and let's place, for example, username. Oh, sorry, it's a select what we want. Oh, I forgot. Select from. Yeah, I forgot that. Let's go here. Select the statement. Let's go to a simple example. Select from. You can see. It has even an inner and all those things. We don't need it right now. Let's say that the table name is going to be users. Um, but in this case, the select calls the table and then it calls the database. Okay. Select. No, here is the fields and then the table. Sorry. So we should be able to see the names of the field, but let's put on here the name of the fields, just sample field and sample field 2 from and the table is gonna be users, just like this. Sample field can be, for example, username and password, and this is supposed to be, for example, chat1. And let's leave this here. It is not about demonstrating who is stronger than one or something like that. Sorry, because I sound like a cotorra. What is it? Yes, I sound like a cotorra. You know what is a cotorra? Okay, select no. Here is giving an error. It's unexpected says what is the problem in here? From table, yes. It is just like this. Unexpected name, expected. Oh, the thing is that it is not finding the name. So let's just place this into columns like this, and now it will not show the error. So in the next video, I will show you how to put the right fields that are supposed to be here that will come from the database. And by the way, we should be able to create also a connection file. Let's create it right now, really fast. The connection file has 4 variables: host name, server, user, and password. And the connection string, which is a function from PHP. Okay, so let's place it just like this. Here we're gonna put a command function. And that's it. This is supposed to be a file that is going to be saved. Let's say that is gonna be saved on the API or on a folder or directory that is gonna be called private connection. See you next time, okay? Remember that Jesus Christ of Nazareth loves you much more than a smartphone.